Okay, I think we're back into business here. We had a pretty good storm there for a bit. Lost power, lost connection, couldn't get back on. Hit this computer several times with a shoe. And what do you know? It seems to be back on. Oh, let's see, we have nobody watching. We've lost our audience. I've lost my hair. I've lost my mind. What can I lose next? Well, I could cover that AC grate so I don't lose more coins. Mantic's here. Mantic's here. Somebody's here. Oh, good. Yeah, we had a good storm. Let's see. Where'd that go? We had a screen. Here it is. I went over to the weather channel there and got into this. Can we see that? I don't know. Yeah, we can see that. And, well, apparently that we've slipped right in between the little green section here. It's calmed down for now, so maybe we can stay on. I'm right about here. I can actually show you where I live. View. No, home. There we go. And I put a little arrow in. I'm right about in here. No. That's the wrong way to do it. There. I'm down here somewhere. A little over in that direction. That's where I am. So, we had a storm. Everything's under control. Don't worry about a thing. Home. There. We could continue our discussion that we left off with. There's 4 people. God. Oh, and I added, while I was here, I added a picture. Isn't that neat? Here, look. If you got questions, ask. Maybe I'll know. That's the old Mr. Chesterfield commercial. I like it. Because I could match the font. That's the big neat thing about that. We got 4 people. Got a yellow line, no drop frames. I got 2 blinking dots. I think we're good. Did any of that make sense? Sorry about the confusion at the end there when we lost power. Those things happen. We got 5 people watching. Good. Maybe they'll all come back. That's okay. Lemon is doing he's looking at pennies. That's all right. Lemon's got good pennies. Where was I? We were talking about, the good stuff and the down stuff. When we got through the down stuff, no problem at all. We can talk about that all day, but that'll get you down, and we don't want to get down. We want to talk about, building up the people, becoming more professional with this hobby, so we can better train and invite those millions of people that are out there that have every possibility of getting involved in this hobby. And if we do it right, we can explode this thing. There. We can explode this hobby in the next few years because the tools at our fingertips are like nothing we've ever had before in this hobby. We can take pictures and show these coins off all over the world in moments. We can do it live. Where is it? There you go. And people can see what it is we're talking about. We can explain things in great detail. Let's open that up while we can. And we can show exactly what we are talking about as far as the details. Getting into these tiny little double dies. Explaining what's a clean coin, what's good, what's quality. We can do this. So the challenge is for you all to make a video about one particular subject that you know something about. If you don't know something about it, well, don't be afraid to ask. Because if you don't know something, that's the area that you need study in. You can identify those points where you're weak and become strong in them. Blues is here. We have a few people coming back. There's Lemon, there's Mantic. I think Steve Garrett, well, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see what this does. Let me click on this, because I still have the chat from the last stream. I think. Yeah. Well, no matter. We'll just carry on, work it through. We will work through the problem here. And let me find my way home. There we go. Okay. What do we have for tools that we can use? Well, we have our wits, which is always the best thing. We have a positive attitude. We get into these chat groups. We get into these forums, Twitter, excuse me. These Facebook groups where people asking questions, and we can be positive with them. Give them every confidence. Teach them. Share information. If they ask a question, answer it. to the best of your ability. If you can't answer it, then that goes on your list of what you can improve upon. And the more you can improve yourself, the more you can help these other people. Focus on expertise. Right? Don't worry about the rate. Don't worry about the politics of these people. Don't worry about their religion. Don't worry about their background or where they're coming from. Focus on the expertise, the information. Go and actually hunt for the answer to their questions. If they're showing you a coin, go research. Google is your friend. Seriously, you can get a lot just from Google, from a simple search. These people come into these groups and they ask a question, and well, it's because they can get a quick and easy and direct answer rather than have to hunt through Google or whatever, search at Bing or whatever they're using to try to get an answer. Sometimes they're not asking the right questions. You can give them coaching on how to ask better questions. That makes a big difference. CoinFinders is back. Go subscribe to him. We're trying to get him back over where he was at, what were you, at 750 or something like that? The smart answers. Yeah, geez, everybody likes the wisecrack. There's no problem with having fun. But if you can avoid it and give them an answer to their question that is going to be useful and direct and is accurate, that's going to go a whole lot farther than a wisecrack. Too many wisecracks, you might just drive them out. We're trying to draw them into the hobby. Make sure if you see somebody new, greet them. Hey, how are you, coin finders? How are you, blues? Welcome aboard. That doesn't take anything that little bit of effort, and it makes them feel welcome. And in a community like this, where it's a social network combined with video, that makes a tremendous impact in keeping people around. Make them feel at home. They'll invite themselves out if that be the case, if they're not going to fit in. But you can help draw them in and help them fit in just by welcoming them. Yeah, identify your weak spots so you can improve upon them. And there, geez, you already know where to look. You've already got the channels, so the information is out there. You can try Google, and that's all well and good, but you can try these video channels and scroll through the various videos people have. Blue Ridge Silverhound, JB Coins, CFA, my channel, some of these other places, these other channels. They've got great information. You can pick it up and you can improve your knowledge. Just study. You know their techniques, what they're trying to teach you, and you can use that knowledge and go help out these new people answering their questions. But it's the building up the people that's going to make the difference. Yelling at them isn't the answer. Nobody. You like the haircut? Thanks. Nobody needs to be yelled at. You get into a new hobby, geez, you got some questions, you'd like to find something. Here's a guy saying, your coin is crap, or some sort of negative feedback. You'll get a whole lot more out of these people if you build them up. Hey man, that's a great find, but it's not the right thing that you're talking about. And then explain why it's not what they think it is, or it's not, the big find. It's not a 1982D small date, I'm sorry. But here's what you want to look for. Give them that information. Oh, and smash the like button if you like. It's 4:30. They're coming back. There's SJ. Corey, Silver Baggins. Good, we got 10 people. We'll finish this up. I think a lot of people went over to Lemon. They're getting into the chat over there. But these are the things I wanted to get into before the storm came. Encouragement goes so much further than you could possibly imagine. Imagine when you were first getting into it, a lot of people, you go back 20, 30 years, a lot of people getting in the hobby, we didn't have these social networks. We couldn't ask questions. I had to go downtown and talk to that grumpy old guy down there, and he didn't care to help. What? No. He was gruff and really not helpful. Imagine where I'd be if I'd had some help. Gosh, I might have had a chance. But offering encouragement is going to go so far. You can't imagine how far it can go. Well, you probably can if you've been involved in that sort of thing. Your internet's all screwed. Did you see my video? Where is it? Here's the storm we just had. There you go. I'm right below the arrow. Yeah, that's a pretty decent one. That's not too bad. That's why nobody leaves their houses when in Florida when hurricanes come. Why bother? We get this all the time. That's a little storm. The single biggest thing you can do for the hobby and do for one of these new people, the single biggest thing you can do is invest your time in them. Take the lead, right? You don't even have to let them know that you're helping them out. Just, you see them, stop in, say, hey, that's a nice coin you found there. Sure is shiny. Whatever it is, but focus on someone. Call it the buddy system, the secret buddy system. Um, you see someone asking a question, get over there and answer it, and give them all the support that they need to keep on going. You think there's a fire somewhere, you get a big wind. Is it coming off the shore or off the hills? Because you get that coast over there in Southern California. Take the lead, right? You get a lot of new people. You've got some experience, some knowledge out there already. How about build a set? Build a set of your own and complete it, or get really close, so you can then take the lead. You'll be the more experienced person, and you can help the next guy out. Say, oh, here's what I've got. You might look for this. But having the experience of having built a complete set of something, be it Lincoln Cents or Jeffersons or maybe Buffalo Nickels or Mercuries. I bug the crap out of Ken. Helping her, I pull my hair out. It's tough, but at least I'm selective. That's right. Jeez. But take the lead and help these people learn by your example, right? As you develop your collection, your set, your thing, whatever your thing may be, you're going to get into better quality. You're going to get into better dates. And this makes you the prime lead for these new people coming on board. Gosh, show them what you've done. One of the biggest things people need is, you're doing it right. Tell them they're doing good, they're doing right. And yeah, it's a great feeling when you do that. Jeez, I wouldn't be so screwed up if I'd had somebody telling me this stuff, 30, 40 years ago. I didn't make it up as I go along. Well, Steve Elliott's back. We got 15 people that showed up. We're probably killing Lemonhead's stream over there. Yeah, there's a fire. What can you do? And, we can get into the discussion points. What can you do and what are you doing to bring people into the hobby, to teach them, to encourage them, to make them better collectors? Because what is going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years, brace yourself, because here it comes, man. Hidden says, hey, Professor, I finally got a very nice 20-cent piece. Outstanding. I give all mine away over the big show. I look at them for a little while. I think they're cool, and I send them off. Somebody else gets to enjoy that. Yeah, 20 centers are neat. There's about 25,000 or so of the 1875S, and that's the common one. Some of the other dates, really there's only, the one date there. These are the other mint marks and varieties. They're pretty darn rare. You're talking into the single digits on some of them, a few hundred perhaps on some. The 25S, yeah, you got 20 or 30,000 to play with. Be honest and only give accurate information. There's a great idea. Somebody asked a question, and some people I see, they seem to jump in and offer assistance, but really, it's not really all that great information. But at least they're trying. I like the part that they're trying, but let's try to work on focusing on that expertise aspect, right? Give accurate information. If you don't know, well, geez, go learn. Tell them, I'm not really an expert, but I think, qualify your statements if you have to, if you can't hold yourself back and just got to pitch in, right? Because you're going to be learning along with those folks too. You got an advantage, you know where to get the information. So, geez, go get it, develop it, focus, let it flow through you. Let it become a fiber of your very existence. And if we were to take on, Padawans or something like that, apprentices, and start learning them up, even if they don't know that you're focusing on them, take them under your wing and just coach. That's about the best thing you can possibly do for the hobby. Put that time into them. Gary, is it your birthday? Get the heck, happy birthday, man. I give you some coins, but, you know, I'm way over here. I don't ship international. Gary's up in Sweden, somewhere. Doesn't that somewhere in northern Europe where it snows all the time and it's really cold. He's over there somewhere. Or is it Australia? Gary's from away. He's one of those exotic people. Yeah, I think it's Europe. I found that if you learn key terms, you can look almost anything up. There's a key aspect is knowing what to ask because you understand the terms. Uh, Norway. We had some Norway coins out here just the other day. They're cool. They got this chick on them for the most part. What is an ore? Because over here, ore is like uh, iron load-bearing rock. Happy birthday. May your day be blessed with joy and happiness, says Blues. See that? See, that's positive. That's positive feedback. He'll hang around, I bet. Keywords are vital on eBay. There you go. How to search for coins that you're looking for. If you're looking to buy coins, how to search for coins. That'd be a good subject for a class. Who would like to do a class? Geez, you know, we could have substitute teachers. You know, today's class brought to you by Paula Blum. Paula. And we all go watch her show for a weekend. I have no class. No, but you have grace and beauty. Or at least grace. And blue. Let me eat my shoe here. I hope your birthday is going well. Bloom. Is that... okay, bloom. Like an algae infestation. No. Bloom, like zinc rot. No, that's a different kind of bloom. One ore. Okay, like a cent. Good enough for me. A community class. There you go. We had this thing way back in I think it was 3rd grade. They had a mini day, right? And it was the most fascinating thing. All these craft people and lecturers came in. I mean, it's, you know, it's elementary school. And we set a schedule because we had all these things we could go to for like 4 hours. So we could pick 4 different classes. And they last for half an hour. You get 5 minutes between. You just shuffle across and go to the next little event. Little seminars. Like one was about macrame, right? So you can learn, you know, get some hands-on experience basket weaving or whatever the heck. Another one, the fellow talked about minerals. And then all these rocks and stuff and geodes and quartz and that purple stuff, I forget what it is, amethyst or whatnot, opal, showing about rocks and geology. And that was pretty, I like that one. That was a good show, a good class. And there was one guy, he came in, he's got all these, you know, sea creatures. All right, he's got a fish tank, and he's got it loaded up with, you know, there's a couple of lobsters, some crabs, some of these little fish, and then sea urchins and anemones and stuff you never heard of. And he's talking about them, explaining how they eat and how they live and where they live and thrive. And that was a great class. What if we set up a coin seminar, right? This would be cool. We could just set, you know, everybody take a half an hour or an hour and plan for a show. You can go live, would be a great way to do it. So you can ask and answer questions. And we make a day of it. And, you know, pick a time slot and a subject. We could do that. See, this is the kind of thing we can work on and make happen because we can work together on this sort of thing. Love the haircut, Ken. Yeah, it's working great. Bloom like bloomin' onion. Yep. I gotta get I need a serious Hawaiian shirt. I got the fish shirt over here somewhere. And that's pretty good. And the blue one. Then I got all the t-shirts. They're in the laundry because it's time, baby. 1 cent is about 8 ore. Wow, you guys got like good money over there. Ours sucks. Man, it's zinc. It's not even good money anymore. So what do you say? Who would be interested in putting together a a seminar. We could do this once a month even. Gosh, there's neat. What do you think? Set it up for half an hour to an hour, right? And in a day, I mean, you're talking you could fit a whole couple of dozen shows. Maybe you can continue over the weekend. Uh, Start at 6 in the morning, go till midnight. Give them time to sleep, and then you pick up again with another 18 classes the next day. But everybody take a shift and talk about one subject and expound upon it. Yeah, a marathon, but we're going to pass the baton. You see, Paula's going to talk about RPMs. Logan's going to talk about coin roll hunting. SJ's going to talk about anything she wants to, man. Going to coin shops. Fritz Bender's going to talk about foreign currency notes. Right? Gare's going to talk about Norwegian currency. Because, geez, we don't get any information on Norwegian currency. You got the 1 ore, the 5 ore, the 10 ore, the 25 ore, the currency. What's been going on with the currency and coinage in Norway for the past 150 years? I received gifts at Mantic Coins later. Mantic is going on in 40 minutes, or he's been on for 20. I'm not really sure. Let me take a look here. I got a couple of notifications. SJ is what to Sam Hill, and Silver says still stormy. Okay, we should be good. We could make that happen. I've lost my place. Yeah, Mantic should be on in 40 minutes. Oh, let's organize a mini day. Pick a subject, pick a time, and make a stream. Now, we'll have to do some coaching on that because you don't have to show your face. Gosh, some of you might be, desirable. Let the coins be the star of the show. What are you talking about? Are you going to talk about a book? Ain't nothing wrong with a couple of book reviews. We can sneak those in. You feel like doing a couple of these little, these mini lectures? Dude, go for it. 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern. I'm over here in Eastern time, up here on the right coast. I'm talking about hair, personal grooming, bacon, but if we could focus on a particular subject. But what a great way it would be to promote YouTube to that community of several thousand people over on Facebook that don't get involved in the community over here. Geez, we could make a day of it. Your internet's down? You must be on the phone then. Yeah, it comes and goes. We're holding right now. I got 2 good solid dots and 2 good blinking dots. I have no idea what they mean or what they're for. I just know if I got 2 and 2, I'm good. Any hurricanes? Beats me. Dude, it's Florida. If it's not a Category 5, they just shut the doors and pull the blinds down the windows. We'll get some water tomorrow for 20 bucks. If you don't have Facebook, you're probably lucky in that regard. Logan says, what would you talk about hair? You can do a lot with hair. You ever try this one? How about compare hairstyles on the various coins, right? I mean, she's got beautiful flowing hair, right? You get a little bit of hair down on this girl. Abe, he's got a lot of hair. I mean, that's just hair from the top to bottom. Anybody ever do a study on the hair on these coins? No Facebook here either. It's for chicks. I'll get off Facebook because I'm not a chick. Facebook has its purpose and its use. But we could do so much more with this venue. Jefferson had a mustache? No, he didn't. He was clean shaven. Where the heck's my mustaches? Here's one. This is my Jefferson style. There you go. And then this one, this is General Ambrose Burnside. Just joking. He goes over there to pick up chicks, Fritz does. Or the nip of the 1917 standing. Porn on coins. That's a subject all by itself. Let's save that one for late in the evening when the kids are asleep. The witch dollar, aka the Susan B. Anthony, the sea hag. They did a bad job on that coin. Do a class, do a section just on that. That'd be a great segment. Why did the SBA dollar come to be? Why did the public hate it so? And maybe some story about, Susan B. Anthony. How about those tits? Oh, libs. We're going to leave the politics out of it, though. There's one of them sea hags. Hey, look, she helped bring the vote to half the people. No fooling. That's pretty important. We're going to be a free country, a free for all, free for everyone. That's kind of an important thing. So, is she a hero? Sure. Is she looking good in a coin? Oh, God, no. Swear to God, women looking like SBA works for gas stations. Dude, go through South Carolina. I go up and down the eastern seaboard because I got family in Maine. I go visit. I like to drive because, I can stop a car on the side of the road. They hijack my car, I got it covered. I got no control on the plane. I don't like planes. They're up high. You get a lot of freaks up there. And, I got this uncontrollable flatulence. So they all, pull out their cameras and take videos of me when I fly. I like to drive, but I drive up, and I usually stop in South Carolina. Got to get gas by then. And they got the best-looking chicks in South Carolina. Seriously. That's where I would go shopping. Mom's on a coin. Is that? No. That's not my mom, I tell you that. My mother passed away 2 years before I was born, so I never got to meet her. My father died a year before her. So I was born an orphan, really. Oh, libertads. I mean, you got 100 subjects. Everybody has their own thing, right? Everybody. And there's niches for people who like to talk about Indian pennies or buffalo nickels or whatever, even these things, or animals on coins or designs. The various designers. There are niches for all of this. Pick a subject, one that you have passion about. Maybe it's a particular series, and do a show. Doesn't have to last the whole hour. Some people like to take a break in between, right? Go to the bathroom, eat a sandwich, walk the cat. It's a witch dollar. At least they do. Well, they already had the back. It's the same design as on the Eisenhowers. We got an Ike here. I think I might have an Ike here. Yeah. There's an Ike. So they took the design from the Ike. There you go. And that's the eagle landing on the moon a year and a half prior. And they just bumped her over. There you go. I shrunk it down some. The worst mistake of all, no silver proofs. On them? Okay. Well, they stopped in 70s. Well, they stopped in 74. Picked it up again for 76. So they stopped in 76. So 78 through 91, there are no silver proofs. And they brought them back in 92. Yeah, no silvers at all. Let's see. After 76, no silver at all until 92. Is that correct? I think that's a correct statement. I only a couple of 1 ounces. I want to get more. Oh, well, if you can help get Mantic to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give this one away. We'll announce it long beforehand so you can enter into that, or at least be around to win it, because we'll give that away. And he's going to have stuff on his show, and you could win something there. Now, if that doesn't work, go see SJ, because, man, she goes through more silver than anybody else I know. Gosh, she's got some silver. She's nuts for the silver. She does more silver bars and silver coins and silver designs and pieces than I think anybody else on YouTube. Reiser says, currently researching the Panamanian Balboas, the only coin minted that inspires to pillage a village. I believe that's called brigandry. the pillaging of villages. I'd like to be a brigand. Take out the whole darn town. I like to think that, you know, had I been born in the proper time, I would have been a brigand instead of, you know, a bald-headed ex-construction worker. Hey, Fritz, you could do a show on channel picks. You could do a show on anything. There's Hoogie. Now, Hoogie did a show on, oh, where is it? The Morgan Dollar. Here's one. He talked about the quality of image and the flatness of design on New Orleans Morgan dollars. There is so much detail you can get into if you pick one topic and just explore it. And if we promoted this thing properly with, you know, the various social networks, be it Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, can we have an impact in drawing people into the hobby? I think we could make an event and really have some success with this if we all band together and make it work. Paula Bloom says, if I get to 200, Amanda is giving away brittle. I'll create 199 more accounts. And we'll get that brittle. I can only lick it. Fritz says, heard foreign silver is better to buy because of possible confiscation laws in the future. Oh, dude, they can take anything from you. There's nothing they can't take from you. I've heard bank safe deposit boxes are not safe. They'll just assume control of that. Well, you're going to have a big problem with most of the population, and the government just takes. We've had this happen before with the Stamp Act in the 1760s. It didn't go over well. Yeah, but yeah, we're going to have trouble if we don't get our fiscal house in order. Again, stay away from politics because we're pushing the edge there. $1 Snake says, I will hide my silver so good they won't be able to find it. I'll just put it in the back room where that smelly mattress is. They'll never touch that. Blues says, Ken, are you going to start doing the show on the Coin Up page again where you talk about the coins? Let me catch up with you. Do the show on the Coin Up page where you talk about the coins. Probably not. I think you might have seen, I went live there to try to get people over to the YouTube channel here because I monetize the channel. So if I get a lot of people coming, that'd be nice. I could buy more coins. So no, but I probably promote it just the same. Now Fritz says, Hoogie got more, as you can imagine. Hoogie's got some coins now, but he won't admit it. He won't tell you. He'll secretly admire them. He's got some darn good stuff. We had a couple of his items we've given away on the big show over here. Dude, they're beautiful. I will commit to lurk and watch all streams. That's good. How about commit to just mentioning it to people? Hey, they got this thing going on over on YouTube all day talking about coins on different channels. Yeah. We could make this work. They wouldn't be hard at all. Just set up a schedule. Anybody want to take the lead on this? Set up a schedule. Get a bunch of time slots. You do it for half an hour? Good. Do it for an hour? Just as good. If you're doing a half an hour, let us know. Stick to the schedule. And we'll just, do some channel hopping. It'll be channel golf. Gare says, I have a couple of movies for Mantic Coins. Movies. Play them. I don't think I've been to your channel. Do you have videos up, Gare? Let me get over here and click on this button real quick for Gare. And go to channel. This will probably slow things down because I'm loading a page. Corey says, hey. Oh, that's scrolled up all of a sudden. Logan's at 410 subs. I'd love to get 500. I'm doing a giveaway when I get to 500. Logan 500 giveaway. Well, what if you could do a half an hour or 30 or hour long show talking about coin roll hunting, how you do what you do, what you look for, what you find, show people how you handle your coins. Can you gain some subs? If we were to promote that whole day full of coin videos, that might work. Promote it, contribute, make it happen. I only have 3 friends. Myself, sorry, Fire Cajun. Mantic says, you're all awesome. Gare makes great videos. I'm going over to Gare's right now. It's probably loaded by now. Let's see, where's the screen? Here's the screen. And what's Gare got? Oh, wow. Look, he's got something from Lemonhead. Cardiff, Empty Graves. Open some rolls from Lemonhead. Here's Birken Harbor. I'll have to check that out. 350 subs. Geez, Gare. I've neglected you. Here's one. A new package from Mantic Coins. A new package from Mantic Coins. New package from Ray's World. Oh, you get a bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm going to hit this button right quick. There, subscribe. You're 352. I'm going to hit that button. Now I'm going to open up the, where is it? The Coin Video Blog and Livestream Directory. That'll take a moment. So I'll come back to chat for a bit. That's not it. There. Nope. Home. Okay. But you're actually teaching people about coins. Anybody can teach people about coins. You don't have to know everything. Just teach what you know. And before you do teaching, just do a little refresher so you can gain a few extra pointers. Not only will you learn more, but the people you're teaching are going to learn something. A lot of these new collectors, and there are plenty of them, they don't know anything. So whatever you offer for information is going to be handy. His videos remind me of Maine lobster fishing. I've been Maine lobster fishing, man. It's wet. It's cold. Them lobsters, they got bad attitudes. They snap at you, right? Man, it's cold. Gosh, you want to crawl up in the cuddy under there, just shake. My uncle had an island down in down east Maine. Every summer we go out there for a couple of weeks. You know, we could swim and play in the rocks and step on sharp things. It was a lot of fun. And over the mainland was Ford. And Ford, he had a lobster pound, which was the biggest in the world back in the mid-70s. I don't know if they have bigger ones now, but back then it was pretty big. It was a lobster pound. They had a fleet of boats and stuff, and they'd go fishing. And his seaplane out there, so he could go up in the seaplane. He'd launch right off the pond and fly out over the bays along the coast of Maine, looking for schools of mackerel. And you could see them from 2,000 feet, right? And he'd take you up in the plane. You could see him along with him, except that in order to see these schools, you had to look out the window, and the wings were right, you know, in line with the window. So he did this. So you're looking here, and it's straight down to the ocean. You look up there, and it's a sky. You're flying along sideways. And that's how you look for mackerel in a seaplane. No fooling. Yeah, he doesn't tell you the first time around. Second time, you already know. Okay, here we go for him. And you're sideways. Yeah, mackerel's pretty good. I remember going to some of the islands in Maine, collecting mussels. I found my first seals in Maine. Yeah, we got seals, we got puffins, they got minks, they got otters, they got bears, caribou, all kinds of critters. Moose. Geez, we've had them in town up there. I was born and raised in Bangor, Maine. Yeah. We had deer in the front yard in town. And this is a town of 30,000 people. Yeah, they just walk down the highway. You know plenty Logan's coins. Ignore him. I think you could do it, Logan. I'm a new collector. I know nothing. Well, learn something and share what you learned. You don't have to teach information. Teach what you do. Right? You go through these penny rules. Explain why. Explain how. Go through the process of how you get them, what you do with them, how you open them, how you sort them, how you pick through them, what you're picking them for. how you got started, and what you're interested in. Well, tell your story. Every collector has a story. Go with that. Okay, Professor PB, pick which steak you want to be grilled. The big one, about like this, ribeye. It's the best. I made the mistake of reading IT before going to Maine. Oh, It. Yeah, watch out for It. Did you stop in Bangor? That's the town I grew up in. Stephen King has a home there over in West Broadway. It's this old, centuries old, couple centuries old logging captain or ship captain. Bangor, Maine used to be the logging capital of the world. They, take out the trees in the northern woods and send them down the river. Well, once a thaw comes, dude, you got logs. Well, they'd cut these things up in mills and put them on ships and ship lumber all over the world. It was northern spruce. It was good lumber. And these guys made good money, right? Especially the ship captains. And they built these beautiful homes, especially on West Broadway. There's one particular district in Bangor. And these were, just houses that just go on and on. There's the main structure, then you got the wings, then you got, the wood shed for the kitchen, so you can run the stove and feed the house. Then you got, a workshop, then you got the barn, then you get the stables, and it's like building after building after building on these things. And they're cool as hell. Now King, he did when he got his home, and it's this neat old thing with these, with a tower and stuff. He put a cast iron fence in there and had it custom made. It's got spiders and stuff on there and bats. It by King. I've never read a thing by King, but I did meet him many times. I used to work in a supermarket late at night, and he'd come in and throw his bananas right up on the belt just like anybody else. You ring him up, he writes a check. Take it easy, Steve. That's what we called him, Steve. Hi, Hidden. I do IT for a living. That's why I said IT. Logan says, if you send a list of wheats I need, if I send you a list of wheats I need, can you see if you have any? If so, can I buy them? Yes. But I'm not really set up for that, but I can do it. Yeah, we'll work something out, I'll cut you a good price. I won't gouge you too badly. Wait, before I set the prices, what are your parents driving? Let's pre-qualify it. Would it be worthwhile doing a stream on chat bots? Yeah, why not? A lot of these folks, if we can pull this off, right, we'd be showing a lot of people about, what's going on in the community over here, but you're going to be motivating a lot of the people who are already part of the community and know what it does and what it's about. And chatbots can be handy because they do offer, well, first off, some advantage as far as the YouTube statistics go, and getting people, to stick around and stay focused and listen for an extended period. There's a lot to it. What do you get? 98 pages on the manual? There's a lot to it. Why not? Yes, Shay, says SJ. There's lots of people. I've got almost 100 people on that list over there. Oh, that reminds me. Where's here's the screen and me. Yep, okay. And I got the video directory up. And what's it doing? Reloading? Here you go. So you got all these people. And what are we at? It's not scrolling. How come? Okay, there you go. That says line 128, but I start about 10 down. So we got over 100 people in here. What line we start at? We start at line 10. 118 people on the list. Yeah, I'm going to add one more. So there's 100 people that could probably use some information on chatbots. And I'm going to insert one line here. There you go. This is how easy this is. Then go over to Gare. I'm going to copy his name. Copy. And put you right in here. Put in that value. And this is easy. I just copied this link. And you are added to the directory, Gare. Welcome aboard. I hope that gets you some extra attention. I understand some people check that out from time to time. And where are you? 352 right now. If you're less than 1,000, I'm probably going to put your number in there so people say, we should give this guy some attention. pass around some love. That's what's going on there. So good luck with it. Yeah, we could do a lot with this if we work together. So keep it up. Keep it close. Thanks, Gare. Don't thank me. You're the guy doing the videos. It is your content that contributes to the community. My parents think it's a great hobby for me, and they approve. Interview your parents as the mother of a young collector, or father, or parents, and do like the the light behind them, so you get the you get the secret interview effect. This is your father being interviewed. There, put a shadow on him. It'll be fun. No volume. Can you hear me now? There's a button I press. Can you hear me now? No volume. Smack the side of your computer, Fritz. Yeah, even if you can't, even if it's working right, just give it a rap. Keep it straight. I hear you, PhD. And these are the ideas that can help get this community well organized for the influx that is expected, that's been talking about. Who's in? Let's start taking notes. If you're interested in getting started, let me know. We can put it on that video blog directory and set a time, set a date, make a day of it. It'll be fun. Try refresh. F5. If that doesn't work, press Control Alt Delete twice. Okay, I'm going to go freshen up before the show. Yep, we got 15 minutes before Mantic. Brace yourselves. Wow. Take the lead, I say. And that's the idea that comes out. We could take the lead and make a day. Give people an introduction to Coin Day on YouTube. What if we contacted YouTube and they promote it as well? How far can we take this? If you got, say, 1,000 people all promoting this thing, right? We send them to the directory so they can find out what it is, and I can put it on a blog, and I can put it up on a spreadsheet, and we put it in various places. And we can make it happen. Green Goat, how are you? I'm a type collector. Love what you're doing for the hobby. Keep going. Collecting coins since 1972 when I was 12. I get a few years on me. Very good. Remember, the first coin I remember being brand new and shiny that caught my eye was 1974. I looked at that and said, oh, it's got the year on it. And I was 7. See you guys over at Mantix. Okay. I'm going to have an SJ yard sale. Don't steal my idea. There you go. See how they changed the playlist. Did they? Chris Bender. Okay. You can hear us. Good. Now, Green Goat says, my grandfather showed me a Morgan and pistol he saved from his restaurant on Coney Island, plus a funny back dollar. And you're hooked instantly. Where are you? Here's a piece. There you go. And where's a Morgan? Then we got a Morgan. There, you're hooked. Bring them in. Some people have never seen these things. They don't even know they exist. Can we do effectively and pull it off a coin weekend with 30 different shows and promote it to everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube, everybody on all these social networks, and geez, just do it for the hobby, do it for the common good, do it for the fun of it. That's kind of the whole point. Did you attend many coin shows? I used to do some coin shows back in Maine. Every couple of months, I'd go in. Well, I had notebooks and pages, and coins are in the cardboard flips, and I just set them up and sit there, and people come over. And the first time I did it, I walked out of there with $100 selling wheat pennies for you know, 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, that sort of thing. Uh, and it was wonderful because I'm making, you know, 90 bucks in a week working full time. Huh? 120 bucks a week working full time. And I can make 100 bucks on a weekend. Jeez, that was kind of good. So I stuck with it for a while, but life got in the way and I kind of moved into other things. I had a candy company, oh gosh, window cleaning company. That was kind of neat. And well, the shows are good, but well, it's only a couple months at a time, you know, every couple of months. I didn't quite have the resources to do more than 1 or 2 shows every couple of months, and you know, driving 50 miles wasn't really the answer for me. I needed regular gainful employment. But I got into other things. The candy company really got me busy. Uh, moved to Florida after several years of disappointment. And that was fun. And got, you know, back into it. But I always had them in the background. I don't know. Hooper, do you want other... Get Brian Hooper to do one of those. Brian Hooper, I'm putting you down for, what do you like, 1:30 to 2? Pick a time slot and pick a subject and make it happen. Now, you might have to practice beforehand. Yeah, we'll have to do a whole show just explaining this project. I think we could probably make it happen in within the month. That should be plenty of time for people to learn their equipment, learn what they're doing, how to make it stream, get some practice in, and for everybody to get on board and get the word out. And if it works, we could do it again the next month. Move to Florida. Well, yeah, I found the snow shoveling was so much easier down here. What project, says Bill? Oh boy. Wait for it. Snakefoot says, Beth, you're going to be mad at me for what I ordered last night. A big sloppy pizza. Bill, you do videos, so pay attention. We want to do a day or a weekend where all these different channels here, they all sign up for a time slot and do a coin class or a coin lecture or a presentation about a particular subject. Choose a subject and explore it. Even if your subject is just, let me show you what I have. But talk about it. Offer information to new collectors. And while you're at it, tell other people about what we're doing. So when it's time, we get a whole lot of people watching. That would be cool as beans. And we'll have a day seminar right here on YouTube. I choose sorting coins. 1971. I'll put that right here. 1865. That goes in the 1865 pile. She'd be good at it. Show us a sweet high relief 1921 piece dollar. Can't do it. All I got a 25 and a 36. No, a 35 and a 26. Excuse me. That'd be neat. Somebody could just do peace dollars. Somebody could just do Morgan dollars. Somebody could just do sea hags. Yeah. You know, somebody else does RPMs. Somebody else will do, you know, talk about silver bars. Somebody else will talk about bugs. There you go. There's a bug. Somebody else will talk about holders or storing coins or protecting coins or selling them or buying them or inspecting them or what to look for or copper toning or toning on silver or metal content or how they're made or the process of making the dyes. We could do this. Sorting bulk wheats. There's a machine for that. Reading how to form a group to corner the market on a specific coin of low mintage year. I'd recommend, say, half cents or half dimes or 1840s dimes or 1830s bust quarters or 2 centers. I talk about apps for coins. Very handy. The phones, I don't happen to have one that I can really operate, but I understand other people do, and they know how to operate them. That'd be awesome. That would be an outstanding subject. There are so many aspects to numismatics. One person can't cover it all. I try, but I'm just a man. There's only one of me. Beth could do a show. Okay, look, it's 5:23, and we have Mantic Coins is coming up in 7 minutes. So we want to watch out for that. I got Gare on the list. If you are not, anybody else, if you are not on the Coin Video Blog and Livestream Directory, send me an email. Here it is. This is the directory. Send me an email. Give me your name and a link to your channel. And if it's about coins, I'd be more than happy to add you here. And if you have a live streaming and you have a live stream time, I'd like to put you in the live stream showtime channel directory. And if you have a blog, dude, there are so few blogs out there. I just added Rivendell today. But there's the directory. And there's so much out there we can do. Let's see, there's home. I'm going to find the chat. There it is. Yeah, and there, right there, is my email address. Make sure you get a hold of me if you live stream or have a channel. Bill 457. I already have a video about that, but I can update. Darn right. You know, if we pull this off and we had 1,000 people coming in to watch a show, what would that do for your channel? Would it help you to capitalize and monetize your channel? Could you get subscribers and push you over that 1,000 limit? If we did it monthly, would it be enough, even if you only had a few hundred, would it be enough to push you over that 4,000 minute mark that we have to monetize your videos? That's what we can do, is really give it all a boost. We can invite new collectors. We can train them up. We can show off the community all in a day, spread information. Then we have a big pizza party afterwards. Happy tears, says Beth. We thought you walk on water. Oh no, I fall flat, face first in the mud puddle. That's me. No, I don't walk on water. I'm really quite awkward and clumsy. I'm walking to the walls here, and I've been here for 7 years. I have no grace. Maury's here. Everyone late for class. 3-day suspension. You're darn right. Look, we had 2 parts on this channel today because we had a storm interference. The first part of the show explained the down. Right, we had some downsides, and we had to address those. And this side, we talked about the up. So how can we solve these problems and improve the community by bolstering each other, becoming more professional? And then we had a discussion about what we can do to really spice things up. So if you haven't seen both sides, I recommend you try it out. There's a little one in between. I'll probably take that down because that was trying to make things work and click, and the electronics was not being cooperative during that storm. Stephen Elliott says, I sent you an email, 1969D Kennedy, please have a look. I'll be more than happy to. The walls move at night? Dude, I move in a hurry at night. The walls can get right out of my way. Man, some things you got to do right now without due further haste or hesitation. Fritz says, amazing times we live in, technology and so forth. Yeah. You don't need much. Some people live stream just with a phone, right? If you can take a picture of a coin, you can probably do a stream. You don't have to show your face because this ain't helping me none, but I can show these coins real good. Even I'm just holding them up. You can take, the phone is about the size of this coin. And I can hold them up and show people and talk and explain. Geez, if you did a half an hour, 30 minutes on the spot, can you handle that? Yeah, why not? There aren't any actual people here. There's nobody here. I'm talking to I ran into an old friend And he says, what are you doing nowadays? I said, nothing. I just hang around the house and talk to myself. There is nobody here. That's me. That's the screen. This is what I actually see. So I can keep an eye on what I'm seeing. And I got the little bars down here. And there's the chat. Yeah, I just talk to myself. And you find people. Nice Morgan. We're going to try to give that away tomorrow. That's an 1880S MS64. It's a peach. Blue Ridge never shows his face. JB Coins never shows his face. I show my face too much. I like to add a face to the voice, and you don't need this, you know, the whole screen to be your face. I just stick it up in the corner, so again, I can have the coin as the star. So I'm just like the narrator over here on the side, and I can give him a lick real easy. Oh yeah, that's high grade right there. But I saw him on reflection. I think he's got a beard or something. He's 7 feet tall. Lightning shoots out of his arse. He's like William Wallace there. That one's a peach. It sure is. Okay, we got 528. Mantic's on. If you like, go back, watch the last show, watch, you know, the early parts of this show if you missed it. Skip the little one in between. I'll try to take that down because it's not doing anything. And I want to thank you all for stopping in. Remember what I said. We want to preserve the community. Stop this developing of rifts and the rage. Get the bickering and just leave it behind, because that's not the hobby. This is the hobby. The hobby is the coins. The hobby is the history. And that's what we want to talk about and show and share. And we can, look, it's our hobby. Why don't we make it? Let's take charge of our hobby and get more people into it, because they want it. We see it all the time. Future generations will thank us for it. We can do more. Really, there's nothing you can't do. I say this before, and I mean it all the time. You get active, and you gain experience, and you gain competency, and you gain confidence. And as you keep on doing, you get better, and eventually you'll be at a point there's nothing you can't do. So don't stop. Okay, I'm going to take off. Fritz says, I'm addicted. I can't help you. There's nothing I can do to help you. Good luck. We'll just feed that addiction. I'm addicted too. Okay. We'll have to have an addiction helpline. Yeah, let me write up some notes and stuff. And if you've got any ideas you'd like to contribute to this this seminar weekend thing, yeah, get a hold of me at email or find me on chat or whatever. We can make it happen. We can do this. It'll be fun. What could possibly go wrong? Might as well say, I'm addicted to coins. I'm addicted to Beth. Screw the coins. They ain't nothing. I can get coins. Might as well say yeah, Coin Anonymous. Okay, look, that's it. I'm going to hit the stop streaming button, and you people get over to Mantic. He's starting right now. Stay groovy.